Hey everybody, it's me again, Tiffany Simpson. I'm the startup expert with more than 12 years in building profitable startups. So in this video, I'll share with you how starting over from scratch during the pandemic helped me to develop and improve my business startup lifestyle. And I have uh, come a long way over the 3 years. I think I spent most of those 3 years learning how to use Canva to develop products. I and then my son, of course, over at Jaden Simpson. You can click here to subscribe to his channel. He's been using Procreate to improve his illustration skills. Um, One of the startups I improved on during the pandemic was the Read With Me Club. I think at that time I had scrapped all the other startups I had. So at the Read With Me Club, we illustrate and write uh, original children's stories. Many of those stories are based on the culture here in Belize, where my son and I are from. And we tend to work on ways of making those mainstream. All the books are published to Amazon. They're available mainly in print. During the pandemic, I also developed a skill where I use Canva to create coloring books and publish at least one coloring book per day. And I would keyword optimize these listings on Amazon so that the books would sell organically and I wouldn't have to invest any money in running ads or getting traction to the book. So I would look for ideas that I knew were selling, and then I would create coloring books around those ideas and publish them to Amazon. So I've been doing that during the pandemic. I've been working on developing the skill so that I can do it fairly quickly, where I could publish one per day. I'm now down to like one per week. I maybe go down a lot further to one per month. And then I also have the Moms of Autism community. I started to develop that one in 2021, sorry. And that has been, I've been developing that one slowly. It's more of a multi-author blog. And then we're launching our printed magazine this month, so the moms can share their stories and journals. And a lot of what we do is self-care and empowerment at the Moms of Autism community. And then we're also launching in 2025 a book series called Autism Tales, where we're able to write stories, and my son, he illustrates as well, about children with autism and what life is like for them on the spectrum. All right, so that we are able to sensitize children from a very early age about those with different and diverse abilities. So we have that coming on stream in a few, and also it's in collaboration with the Read With Me Club. So it's one of our original books. We get the stories from the moms, from my moms of autism community. And then during 2021, I also launched the Guilt Free Self Care brand. And this was during a time where people were looking for ways to take better care of themselves. There was a pandemic, there was a global shutdown, and people were looking for ways to improve their self-care. And so self-care sort of came to the forefront during that time. And I had just recently finished my certification in cognitive behavioral therapy. So I also added that on stream. And then I wrote a book. I wrote that book in, how did I write that book in? I think it's Google Docs. Yes, so I wrote it in Google Docs and uploaded as a ebook on the Kindle, the Amazon Kindle store, and that took off very well. I've been growing the social media, and I have a few products that I'm adding to Etsy. I've been going a bit slow with this because it's a different style to what I'm used to, and I have not been, I guess, developing my skills in um, digital arts and, you know, graphic design. I am mainly a front end developer for website software, mobile apps, that type of thing. And so this is a little bit newer to me, but I'm getting the hang of it. And I'm like where it's going. And I think it's better aligned with where the world is going post pandemic and post the AI blow up, right? So you know that AI is taking over everything, and I needed a way to chart myself into the future that would help me to maintain my voice as a startup expert. And so, um, you know, going from creating websites and mobile apps and software for solutions on education and stuff like that, and then going into illustration. Because if you look at my son's channel, he was doing animation development and he still does that, but now having the the illustrations on stream and being able to tackle um, those smaller community issues through books and illustrating. And then of course I cosplay as Supermom and I play the ukulele and sing, so I'm able to develop songs and sing those songs for the kids. I'm able to do school visits with the kids, birthday appearances, and custom custom greetings for the kids. And then that brings me to another startup I just recently developed, and this one is hitting it rich with the personalized greeting cards. And that has been one that I research, all right? I wouldn't say necessarily it grew from some solution that I personally needed, but I did my research and I was trying to get the .com name for that, and it was like 4,000 US dollars. So I realized it was already um, a top tier industry, and I it would be stupid if I didn't get in. And we're already working on the skills. My son is doing the illustrations. I'm writing the cards, the text, or the text for the cards, and they have a nice ring to it, and it's new in our community, so we're the only ones doing that. So again, we're able to tap into new industries and then expand from there. So I think what the pandemic did was give me an idea of what is possible in the future and how to better prepare for that. I know a lot of people are a little bit bitter about the pandemic and what it brought with it. There was a lot of devastation, there was a lot of loss, but it was also an opportunity to clear away some of that baggage, those things we were holding on to that weren't serving us, but we weren't able to see that because you get comfortable with the routine. So once we had to break routine and we were stuck at home, that gave us the opportunity to start developing our skills, to develop new skills that would benefit us in the future. And I'm really happy about how quickly we were able to pull that off as a family. We run a family business. We're not where we want to be as yet, and for the most part, I would say that the pandemic did set us back a few years because I think we would have been much further along with what we were doing. But I think what the pandemic showed us is how fragile what we had, and how much more we need to invest in developing ourselves so that we don't, um, we're not part of the group of people who are trying to figure out what's the next move, right? So we were able to develop those skills, and we're so grateful for that opportunity. I think if the pandemic didn't happen, we wouldn't have taken that break for ourselves to, redefine our skills and chart a new way forward. And I think it's a more we're getting more out of this new direction than we would have, um, if we continue along the path we were on before the pandemic. I know that sounds a little bit cliche, um, but my past accomplishments do not scale to where it is I'm going, and the impact that this new direction has. The impact is a lot higher. The We're in an exclusive group. We're not competing with others for the same type of attention in the marketplace. And there's so much more that has come out of this new direction, and we want to be grateful for that, because I think that that better prepares us, and it gives us a glimpse into what is possible, not just from the destruction and the disruption of the pandemic, but in terms of uh, being comfortable with where you are and where you're going in your career. That it was a time for us to shape up and shake up, and get down to business. So um, it has been a huge help in improving my business startup lifestyle. So now I better understand how to approach the marketplace. I know how to quickly inject um, ideas into my business that are going to be profitable short term, long term, and the whole 9 years. So I'm really grateful for that. And I want to be able to continue to, um, I think because the pandemic was so long, it was like 3 year lockdown, it made me realize that we don't we don't have time to sit and relax. And I'm not saying not to take time to sit and relax, but we have to keep evolving, because if we don't evolve, we're going to fade into the background. We're going to fall off, and a lot of falling off um, had happened during the pandemic, still happening. A lot of things are, they're coming to light that we might not like. um there's a lot of naivety that needs to, kind of, it needs to fall away, right? I think for the most part we have been exposed to the real world, so to speak. Like, this is what really goes on in the real world. We've been living in a bubble for a fairly long time, and we gotten comfortable, but now we are better prepared for the marketplace, and to, put the type of products and services, and even create the types of jobs for the future. So I'm really thankful, I'm really grateful for that. And I'll catch you in another video where I go behind the scenes and showcase how it is we're able to produce these products, what my schedule looks like. It's still not well defined as yet, but it's something I'm able to work with at the moment. And I'll give you a little behind the scenes as we develop. We're not at the start over stage. We started that in 2021, but now we are 3 years into our new direction, and I have a lot that I'm able to share with you that can help you if you're just starting out, or if you feel stuck. All right. So I want to thank you for watching, and talk to you soon. Bye for now.